So looking at the sketch, we had a title strip, a photo, and then I have two photos here. But you can see how I've changed it here. I used the same title strip. I used a large photo, but I kind of off-centered it. And then instead of two photos, I did one stamped embellishment. So that's one way that I stretch the sketch. All right, let's look at the second side of the page. We're going to have journaling, photo here, a strip here, and photos here. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, I've pre-cut things so we can move quickly through this class. This is also Echo Park Little Boy paper. Now for some fun, I printed my journaling into two columns, and I predetermined where I'm going to put a photo, so you can see, and then I pre-stitched around this. To match the stamped cardstock block on the first page, I'm going to ink the sides. You can also use a foam applicator and some distress ink if you like doing it that way. Alright, so I'm going to off-center this. And then I have a large photo corner that I've had in my stash for a while I'm going to use. Okay, so I printed this photo. I usually print my photos at home. It's just easier for me when I'm designing. And I left a little bit of the white photo paper around the photo. That's a very quick way to get those fun white photography borders. Oops. And you just stick it down. Okay, I just want to show you a fun way you can change it up. On the first page, the corners were squared, but on this page, I'm going to round the corners. So this is a corner rounder, and I'll show you how it works. You insert the corner in, and excuse my band-aid, but you want to align in the little holes and have it upside down, and then punch, and then it gives you the rounded corner. Again, line up the perpendicular lines, and then cut. And then I'm going to trim off the excess. This is going to go at the bottom of my page. So that's just a quick and easy way to things. And then I have some more photos. You can print these in vertical format or horizontal format, depending on what you like. This is a horizontal photo. And then I actually have two vertical photos. I have eyeballed these. They are about 2.75 inches tall. And I change those sizes in my photo editing program. But you can actually add them in whatever size that you want. Okay. So now we're going to add some borders. Again, this is the KI Memories paper. It is also double-sided, flat on one, floral on the other. And we'll just put this at the top right there. Oops, I'm covering her face. Don't do that. So if you make a mistake, just pull stuff off. And just lower it a little bit. Sometimes I prefer the removable adhesive to the permanent because I do make mistakes. All the time. Okay, now that we've fixed that, we can go ahead and put this border back down. Make sure we're not covering her face. Alright, and I have more of the Echo Park Christmas paper I'm going to put on top of that. If I use a color on one side of the layout, then I try to use it on the second side of the layout. Now, this is something that I do quite often. I want to show you how to do it. I just use twine, and I wrap it around several times. And then cut off the excess. Now I want to show you something fun that you can do, and that is, instead of tying it into a knot, take the bottom of a button and thread one side of the thread up through the bottom, and then thread the other side up through the bottom, and then kind of maneuver the button where you want it to be on your layout, and then tie a knot in it. That's just one fun way that you can attach ribbon or twine to your page, is to thread it through a button. And until you tie that knot, you can move it as often as you want. And then just trim off the excess. One way I keep my twine in place is I just use a stapler. And what I do is I put the stapler on top and staple through. You can see that. And there you can see the staple. That helps the twine to not slip around so much. Alright, then I have an additional button that I'm going to put right here. And then we're going to do another ribbon border at the very bottom of the page. Remember to leave some excess. Press down, peel off that red paper backing. Oh, you can't see it. A little bit. There you go. Alright, and then put down your ribbon. That double-sided adhesive tape is good for lots of different things. And then just attach it on the back. Alright, I want to compare this sketch, this side of the sketch. So we have the journaling, the photo, and the borders of photos. Notice these are all vertically placed, but on this one I mixed it up. Sorry. You could also do some black and white, you can do some colored, however you want to do it. Now let's look at both pages together. Make sure you can see those. Okay, so we have the sketch is here, title, photo, photos, journaling, photo, photos. For additional photos and a downloadable PDF, be sure to visit 2peasinabucket.com in the education section.